What's up, Instagram? When I just when this live starts, the first 3-4 seconds. I don't know if you've done a live before. The first 3 or 4 seconds, there's nothing happening. The screen's blank. You're just waiting, and that's when you show this like, "Hey, what's up, Instagram?" It almost feels like you're talking to yourself. दीवारों से बात कर रहे हो तुम. Welcome. Now we have people. Welcome to Friday Night Live with Warikoo. This is 1 hour every Friday night at 10 p.m. where you and I get together and discuss things, answer questions, discuss life, check out what's happening. Anything under the sun is acceptable. I've had such a terrific time the past 2 weeks answering questions. A lot of them have gone on to become good content pieces, so thank you for that. But yeah, it's just wonderful connecting with all of you. Thank you for all the engagement that comes through. I can see people. Golu Singh. Hello, Golu Singh. If that's your real name, that's such a cute real name, Golu Singh. Monica, how are you? Ravi, how are you? Tulsi, Shivi, how are you? Filoni, wonderful. Good to see all of you. Hey, humans of entrepreneurship. Aditya. All right, let's get the first caller online. What I essentially do is bring people in and get them to ask questions. So if you want to come live with me, the way to do that is on your chat screen. You will see request to go live with Ankur, and that's what you press. It will come on the list, and I have plenty of people on that. So we will go ahead and do that. All right, let me get Devleena. Devleena, I don't know if you selected right out of देखते हैं क्या होता है, but you're going live with me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds now. Hello, Vaishnavi. Hello, Board Mendy. Hi, Ankur Sharma. Hey, Ayush. Hello.
Hey,
Are you? Do you believe this is
Devleena.
happening? Yes, of course. I know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Hi,
Devleena.
Ankur. How are you?
Very well.
I
How are
can't believe
you?
I'm online. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. You were like, yeah, let's see what happens.
And
And the next thing you're live.
yes, I have been following you from long time.
Thank you so much. Where are you from, Devleena?
So I am based out in Bangalore, Ankur.
Okay, great.
Bangalore.
And do you work? Do you
Yeah.
study?
So I run a advertising company. So I'm a brand consultant, and my company's name is Ginger Media Group. So prior it was Ginger Cup. So somehow like I was in touch with you some time back.
Oh, is it?
It's very
Okay, and
nice,
and
I'm just
let, let me just remind was Ginger Cup anything to do with advertising on teacups?
yes, yes, Ankur, you're right. I mean, advertising in the white space of paper cup. That's what we do,
I
you know.
remember that. I remember that. I don't know
I'm
if we.
glad that you know that. Oh my God.
No, I do not remember if it was you and I who interacted over the email, but I do remember getting this email, and I was quite impressed with the
Oh,
ingenuity of the idea because paper cups are something that we
wow.
just use so often, but we rarely
Yes, yes,
look at
yes.
that
So
as.
we what we do, I can just show you some of the, ads. We did it, like this.
Oh, very
So
cool. I
branding in
love
the white
it.
space of paper cup. And
Very
these we
nice.
place it in the corporate offices and airlines, hospitals. So now the
Very
company is
cool.
evolved and it's a complete brand and marketing consulting company.
I love that. I love the progression. This is just such a natural thing because I'm assuming cups are limiting. And while this was a great idea to
Yes,
start with, you've now
yes,
broadened the scope, and
right,
that's lovely.
right,
Wonderful.
right.
And if you don't mind
Thanks
my
a lot.
asking, has business taken a hit because of COVID, or has increased, or same? What is it?
So I'll tell you, so we just pivoted before COVID since January 2020. Fortunately, we did so. Because cup branding, yeah, that is into the offline segment, and this particular time it is off, completely off. So because we have shifted to the, a brand consulting model, so now whosoever client we have been interacting before, now we are working on, changing the complete marketing strategy for them.
Nice.
What we have suggested just 4 months back, now it is not relevant. So now we are working on the complete online shift of the marketing communication and all these things. So yes, business has changed, perspective has changed, not like before, but there are ways, to find out ways, find out opportunity what we can do. So we have started a webinar series now.
Hmm.
This is an online time, so it is a marketing in uncertain times. So
Hmm.
tomorrow is my webinar into healthcare segment. So the marketing head of healthcare industry, they are coming and giving a webinar.
Very
So
nice.
probably
I
in
love
one
it.
of the series, Ankur, we would love to have you as well.
I, I would. Why don't you drop me an email, Devlina, and I will absolutely consider it given my time. But I love what you're
Sure.
doing. I love how serendipitously, but by design, you've got into this good spot, which has helped you navigate through the crisis. That's wonderful. Love it.
Right.
Do you have a question
Thanks
for
a
me?
lot. Actually, it is all of a sudden I'm here. Okay. So I'm kind of blank
That's
right
okay.
now. I have a lot of
Don't
questions. I'm not sure, what
don't worry about it. Send me an email. I'd love to answer the questions separately. That's perfectly fine. I don't want to put you in the spot. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, definitely. So Ankur, you can, maybe I can ask related to marketing. So what is your, how you see marketing in your perspective? You have spent a lot of time in the industry, right, as an entrepreneur, and you're seeing the, things in a bird eye view. So how you feel this particular point of time, next 2, 3 months, how the marketing is going to be, the new normal?
Sure, new normal behavior every 5 seconds now. This is
Yeah.
my view, Devlina. And I've spoken about this actively. The
Uh-huh.
the way that I think about the consumer is the intersection of time, money, and trust. How they think about their time, how they think about their money,
Mm-hmm.
and how they do think about trust.
Right.
And you don't have to make it very complicated. The way that you
Mm-hmm.
do it is, do they have time or not? Do they have money or not? Do they start with trust or
Mm-hmm.
not? And if you think about India, we're largely a country which does not have a lot of money. We
Okay.
have a lot more time on our hands, and we do not operate with trust. We operate with
Mm-hmm.
mistrust, like we don't trust people easily. And any crisis like this, which we are going through
Right.
right now, the question to ask is, how does it amplify time, money, and trust, and in what direction? So here's what's happened. Because of the
Okay.
lockdown, people have a lot more time than they used to.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Right.
a lot less money than they used to. And they are
Right.
definitely not trusting people as much as they used to.
That's
So the marketing strategy for any company then needs to be adapted to how can I cater to a time rich, money poor, trust poor audience? How
mm-hmm.
can I build my products or my services or my communication in such a way that
Mm-hmm.
it absolutely builds upon someone who has more time, less money, and less trust.
Wow.
So in the future, the way that I
Mm-hmm.
see this is very clearly content is going to become immensely important
Right.
because it rides on time, it doesn't require
Mm-hmm.
money, and you can
Mm-hmm.
easily trust it or not trust it. That becomes your choice.
Yes.
Anything that you do around content, whether it's long form content, short video content, anything that is building trust is very critical.
Mm-hmm.
The second piece is any marketing
Mm-hmm.
that is around generating trust is going to be supremely more important than something which is selling the
Mm-hmm.
features or the specifications of the product or the service. Because that's what's missing. Trust is missing. So if you can build trust as a brand, then you have supernormal power than anyone else that I do not trust. And then numerous examples of brands are doing it, whether through communication, whether through advertising, whether through their product or service. And my favorite approach in all of this is
Going on.
something that I wrote about, which is the best marketing that happens during a crisis happens in the customer care section. Because that is where most companies slip. They don't spend enough attention on the customer care. They don't spend enough attention in reaching to their customers and making them feel heard, wanted, desired. And if they do that job well, that is the best form of marketing. Nothing else is required. Nothing else is required. If there's anyone else who says, you know what, you made a purchase, but you can't avail it right now, so we're going to give you a 1-year extension, that is not customer service, it is marketing. And it baffles me how many companies do not think like that. So at least that's my quick 2 cents. Yeah.
Absolutely. Completely agree with that, Ankur. So
Yeah, can
what
hear you.
you said, where not to spend, and the trust is also one of the issue where they have a lot of emotions going on in their head. So yeah, a very profound message that content is the key, and we have to be consistent on that part. Yeah. So
Awesome.
very right advice. Yeah.
Wonderful. Great. All the best, Devlina. I loved having a chat with you. All the best for Ginger.
Same here, Ankur. It was random, but it is a surprise. Made my day. Thanks a lot for having
Thank you
me
so
here.
much. All the best,
Yeah.
Devlina. Have a
Thanks.
good night.
Take care.
Bye.
Catch you soon.
Same here. It's wonderful, right? How many just these random memories are left in your mind. And I remember distinctly getting this email one fine day on Nearby's email ID, which was around advertising on teacups available in offices and canteens. And we just drink and we throw it away. But that's precious real estate. It's actually very attention seeking, and it does have your attention for a limited period of time. And I remember feeling, hey, that's a very smart idea. Little did I know I'll be speaking to the founder at some point of time. Wonderful. Awesome. Let's bring the next caller online. And Vaishnavi, this is becoming a video. Marketing in crisis. Oh, God. Come on. Yes. Vaishnavi is like this superwoman who gets shit done whenever I tell her that this is the video that needs. Oh God, there are a lot of people today. Okay, let's get Neha. Neha Bhojak. Neha Bhojak. I hope I'm getting that name right. Neha Bhojak. Neha, you're going live with me in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. Ria and Mr. All of you, come on. All of you. Of course, all of you. Yay, Neha, go!
Hi.
What's up, Neha? How are you?
Hi, this is Neha Bhojak. You're correct.
Thank you. I am glad.
So,
You almost sounded like this
many-
RJ. Hi, this is Neha Bhojak, and I'm welcoming you to Friday night. That's it. But that's
Yeah. Actually, I mean, the energy is like reciprocating. So maybe.
Where are you from first?
So I am basically from Kolkata, but right now I'm in this beautiful city called Bikaner in Rajasthan.
Oh. What are you doing there?
So I came here for some personal emergency just before the lockdown, and rest is history. So yeah.
Wow.
So
But
what happens with my
No, go ahead. You have things
what
to share.
happens with my surname, because my name is the most common name in this country and my surname is equally uncommon. So this was the only question I was asked in my first ever interview I gave, for the college placements. What is the meaning of your surname? I'm like, what? Whatever I've studied, whatever I've prepared for, all
कुछ
the
जरूरी
certificates,
नहीं है.
everything is like, नहीं, surname का मतलब बताओ.
I know. मेरे नाम से. But
Like,
I'm
imagine.
curious, and this is not an interview, but like,
Yeah.
where does it
Okay,
come
so
from?
what happens, like somebody, like for your surname, I think also it's very uncommon. So somebody is asking, ISB छोड़ दो, वारिको का मतलब बताओ.
Exactly. So, whatever you've
So
done in life
that's what
doesn't
happened
matter.
with me.
नाम कहाँ
Yeah,
से
so
आया?
what happened with this surname, I actually end up explaining them the entire thing from, say, like Mahabharata or Ramayana time, and then I came back to this thing. So it comes
Your
from this
your
sun,
family is from
Bhoja. No,
Mahabharata and Ramayana times.
I don't know, whatever I've heard from my
Achha.
grandmother.
Okay, and then go on, go on.
So yeah, so
I
it
love the
means
shit that parents throw at us just to prove that they are important. But go on.
yeah. So what happens is people say that it comes from Bhuja. You know Bhuja, this biceps. Sun Lord Suryadev का भुजा से आए हैं तो भोजक ऐसा. I mean in short and simple thing. So I belong to this Suryavanshi.
You belong to the Surya Dev bicep family.
yeah. You
Wow,
want some
that is
power?
super interesting. Huh? That is super
So yeah,
interesting.
I mean this is what I mean I've heard from my grandmother. I've tried to figure it out from some papers or something, but there is no evidence
नहीं,
online, so I
grandmother
just
ने बोला
believe
है तो
it.
सच ही होगा.
सही
Absolutely
होगा
सच
ना
होगा.
एकदम.
What do you
Yeah,
do, Neha?
that was. So I actually used to work with in Shortex Tata in Kolkata itself. But then just before the lockdown, things changed a bit. So I'm here trying to figure out new things and trying to explore new ideas and everything. So I'm just trying to utilize this
I
time I
love
have got in my nanny's house. This is the longest vacation of my life I ever had. So yeah, that way.
very cool. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to
Go on.
figure out how I'll
I
go
love
back.
your
So
energy, by the way, Neha. I love
you know what?
how
I have actually you will not believe me. I have actually like thought that if I will get to talk to you, I will just like I've rehearsed my words that okay, अगर अंकुर से बात होगी तो मैं ये बोलूँगी.
you're doing a
That way.
fantastic job so far because usually it's me who's speaking more than the other person, but you are winning 80-20, and I mean it in a good way.
Oh,
I love it.
thank you. I don't know if
Do you have a question for
I'm
me?
seen or not. Yeah, absolutely. I have a question. So
No, you are.
basically,
You
what happens
are. Okay.
is, so I'm dealing with one thing. I don't know, it's a problem or it's just like the thing with me. What happens is if I start with something at zero and I want to achieve it 100%. Okay, I'll just give an example. I want to achieve 100% marks in any subject or any exam, any task, any project. So what happens is I start with zero and I reach like 70%, and then I start with a lot of ambition, determination, everything is there. Like you put in everything कि हाँ ये करना है, ऐसे करना है, charts बना लिया, plan बना लिया, सब कुछ कर लिया. पर 70 तक आते आते या फिर सिर्फ सोचते सोचते ही वो सारा धीरे धीरे मतलब खत्म हो जाता है. पूरा एम्बिशन कहीं खो जाता है या फिर किसी और चीज में हम खो जाते हैं. ऐसा होता है. तो वो जब जो टास्क कंप्लीट होता है तब वो पूरा 100% आउटपुट नहीं मिल पाता. जबकि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं वो कर सकती हूँ या मैं थोड़ा सा और एफर्ट डालती तो मैं और बेटर कर पाती थी. पर बस हो गया, बस जैसे जैसे करके उसको खत्म कर दिया. तो आई डोंट वांट टू डू दैट थिंग. आई एक्चुअली नो दैट ओके फाइन, आई मीन आई हैव रियली स्ट्रगल्ड अ लॉट टू बी माई सेल्फ और टू टू कम आउट ऑफ माई what you call that apprehensions and all these things, and then I really want to cross that line of that 70% mediocre thing. I think many people are there like me who have always scored like 70s or 80s something. मतलब गिर के भी 70s में गिर जाते हैं कितना भी हाथ पैर मार लो. So yeah, and then I understand that everybody can score or can reach to a 70% or 75% of anything, but the journey from that 75 or to that 100% is really tough, and I want to cover that journey. Like I just want to get out of this mediocre mindset forever. So I just need
Got it.
some advice from
No,
you on that.
that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you asked it.
Yeah.
Here's the way that I look at this. One is whenever you set a goal, the most important thing that you recognize about setting a goal is that once we hit the goal, we feel really good about ourselves. And once we don't hit the goal, we feel really bad about ourselves. Both these feelings, in my opinion, are not the correct feelings to have. Because one gives you
Okay.
a fake sense of superiority. The other one gives you an unnecessary sense of inferiority. The way that you have to is, it's perfectly fine to hit goals. It's perfectly fine to set goals. It's absolutely okay for you to set targets. But it's very important to make the journey just as enjoyable as hitting that target. That's where most people go completely blank. Because they're like, I want to get to 100 at zero. So they look at this really big mountain they have to climb. And early on, there is this excitement, there is this new thing, there is this rush, there is maybe appreciation, motivation coming in from others, from within. So you quickly make the first few steps and you reach up till 70 and you see that the mountaintop is still far away. And you're like, oh my God, this is like really hard. And I'm getting tired and I'm getting bored and I don't have enough energy. And people behind me they're not cheering up for me anymore. And I don't know why I'm doing it. And I don't see the purpose of it. And it's taking too much time and blah, blah. And that's because you did not go about setting those milestones at every 10th milestone to say, hi-fi, I will speak about this. I will take a break. I will make this journey enjoyable. I will actually go through congratulating myself, celebrating success, as against saying, you know what, only when I hit 100 is when I will put that flag and be like, Bahubali. And that's where most of the efficiency and energy just goes away. So here's my simple suggestion. Please make the journey just as enjoyable. Celebrate success. Success doesn't mean always hitting the goal. Success means that you've come this far. Success means that you take a break, look at how far you've come from, and acknowledge that movement as well. Success means that you constantly think of what is the next thing that I can do, not in a big way from 70 to 100, but 70 to 73, 70 to 71, whatever that case is. But it takes a lot more energy. And when I do that, I'm going to myself to something. I'm going to congratulate myself. I'm going to have other people come in and acknowledge that. I'm going to make this public. I'm going to get social validation. Whatever the case is, make the journey enjoyable for you. Don't make the goal as the only point when you enjoy your success or not.
Great, great. Yeah, I will try to do that. Like, because I think it will help me in a way that, okay, I can still move. I can still move that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And movement is everything.
And absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I have actually already, really struggled in the way that even the way I'm speaking now, I was not like this maybe 5-10 years ago. I was very different. But then I'm still struggling to, evolve or to just what to be, as you mentioned, like, there's a goal, but still like taking step by step by step.
Yeah, step by step
do
by
it.
step.
And discipline plays a very important role. And then that's the thing which I think I really need to build on. So yeah.
No, you know what? Half of discipline is just enjoying the journey. Because think about it this way. You can't force yourself to be disciplined if you don't enjoy it. If you want to go to the gym every day and you want to be disciplined about it, you're not going to be disciplined if you don't enjoy what you do. So if you are about, oh, I hate running on the treadmill, I hate making those lunges, I hate making those burpee jumps and whatnot, I want to lift some weights, but my trainer doesn't allow me to do that, you're not going to be disciplined about it. You're not going to enjoy it. You're going to check out. You're going to find reasons to escape. It is hard. It makes even more sense to find what is it about the journey that you can enjoy. And even if it's a very small thing, that is what will motivate you to get back to the groove and then take that mini step and one more step and one more step and one more step. And the next thing you know, you're 100.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. Awesome.
You're just amazing in that way. Can I take a selfie?
Please, of course, let's do that.
A screenshot, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm done with
Awesome. Wonderful.
with it.
Lovely speaking to you, Ms. Bojak.
Thank you so much.
And
It's such a pleasure to talk to you.
Likewise. I love your energy. Please maintain that. I don't, and I never asked. You know what? You made me realize I should. I've just been proud of the fact that it's a rare surname, but I never bothered to even ask. इसका मतलब क्या है? So I will just do that the first
कहाँ
thing
से
in the morning.
like कहाँ से आया ये मतलब
कहाँ
how
से
this is
आया हूँ मैं?
formed.
Exactly. Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, Neha. All the best. Take care so
Yeah.
much. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
That was an interesting conversation. I love that. Yeah, it is. It reminded me of the 15th floor story. Thank you so much, Rahul, for remembering that. That's really nice of you. Her smile was amazing. Should I do BBA or Eco Honors? Utkarsh, if you were asking this question on an Instagram live on a Friday night at 10:30, you got bigger problems to solve, bro. And somehow I don't do very well with people who call me bro. But that's my problem, not yours. You didn't know that? That's fine. मैं जिंदगी में क्या करूं? क्या मैं बीबीए करूं? इको ऑनर्स करूं? इंस्टाग्राम पे जाता हूं. वो एक रैंडम सा कोई अंकुर वारिको आता है. और मे बी आई एम वेरी कन्विंस उसको पता भी नहीं था क्यों आने वाला. वो ऐसे कोई लाइव आ रहा था. चलो देखते हैं. गुजरे अंदर. मैं बीबीए करूं कि इको ऑनर्स करूं? हिंदू जाऊं कि स्टीफन? नेहा को डेट करूं कि पूजा को? मम्मी की सुनूं कि पापा की? And then suddenly all your life problems are getting solved through this Instagram live. And the founders of Instagram are like, whoa, we didn't expect shit happening with this product. Okay, let's get the next caller on board. And okay, let me get Jenil Tucker. You're going live with me, Jenil, in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, now. I hope you're decent, Jenil.
Hi,
Hey, Jenil.
how are you?
What's up? Very well. Welcome, Jenil.
I'm from Ahmedabad.
Oh, Ahmedabad. Wonderful. How is it
Yeah.
going? What do you do in Ahmedabad? Do you work, study,
So
stay?
I just got back from San Francisco. I used to work for a company called Zero Chain, and I'm here for good. And I'm just planning what to do next. And I know I want to do a startup. So yeah,
You
just
don't or you do?
I do. So I'm trying to figure out
Oh, you
what
do. Okay.
I want to work on because my background is in crypto and blockchain, and I've been doing that for like the last 4 years. But
You're the smart
yeah, so I'm
one.
just figuring it out, and yeah,
Great. And
it's
and
I know
and, and
crypto
was it?
isn't as prevalent as it is in the Bay Area, so I'm trying to figure out something in
Yeah.
edtech or something where like the market size people are willing to pay, and
Awesome.
yeah.
Cool, man. Sure, you'll figure it out. Give yourself time. Don't put yourself through any pressure. There is who is waiting for you to succeed more than you are. So
Yeah.
that's it. That's the only thing I can tell you. But I'm glad that
Yeah.
you're home. And do you have a question for me, Janil?
Yeah, I have lots of questions. I mean, so I've just
One
been
will be a great
researching
start.
about like
Yeah,
yeah.
go on.
So we know that. So I've been researching a lot about this, and we know that a lot of people have a lot of time, and the value of time. Not every like if there's a product that saves your time, not a lot of people are willing to pay for that. Not a lot of
Yes.
people are willing to pay
Yes.
for convenience. And a lot of startups that I've seen outside of India are working. There's so many good startups that work on convenience that have done so well. So how can we transition into, a society where we can pay for service, we can pay for convenience, and we can pay for something that saves time.
So the way that you have to think about this generally, and by the way, I love the clarity that you have. Very few people have this, so it's very visible that you've thought deeply through that. It is true that most of India does not pay for buying time. They don't pay for convenience. They don't pay for anything that helps them save time because a lot of it. So why would they? While there is completely parallel world outside of India that has built itself on productivity, that has built itself on saving time, that's built itself on convenience. And when you look at that, when you look at the Indian circumstance, you're like, shit, why can't things be like that here? It's pure economics and nothing else. It's just the reality, whichever way you think about this. To me, India is a combination of three countries. The first one is where you and I and most of the people on, which is what I call India One. And India One is the rich class. They are the ones which privilege. They are the ones who have stable income. They are the ones who pay taxes. They are the ones who do value a fair bit of their time and do happily trade with money. But that number isn't big.
Yeah, you're back. You're back. Still can't hear you. Yeah, you're good. No voice. No voice. Nothing. No.